Pastor, thank you. I was just a little girl when I met you, and I had all these dreams in my heart, and you saw my dreams even before I saw them.
In 1993, Sinach joined Christ Embassy, a church in Lagos, Nigeria, and met the founder of the church, Pastor Christ Oyakhilome. Little did she know that the fulfillment of a great part of her destiny was connected to Christ Embassy and Pastor Chris. And to prove this point to you, Sinach started her music career in Christ Embassy. Sinach made her first million in Christ Embassy after waiting for a long time. She met and got married to her husband, who is also a pastor from Christ Embassy. Generally, she grew into great success and fame, all because of her connection to Christ Embassy and Pastor Chris. But here is how it all began. Sinach, whose real name is Osinachi Kalu Joseph, was born on 30th March 1973 in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. She grew up in a family of 7 children, and from a young age she had a passion for music. She studied physics at the University of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and after graduating she began working. As time went on, Sinach desired to travel overseas in search of greener pastures. But Pastor Chris was not happy with this news, as he saw a bright future for her in Nigeria. He had recognized her talent and had seen the potential of her great musical abilities. He encouraged her to pursue music as a career and not leave the nation Nigeria to search for greener pastures in a line out of her purpose. After Sinach had spent a good time to consider Pastor Christ Oyakhilome's advice, she agreed and made up her mind to stay back. As all this were going on, Sinach's father was not in support at all. He wanted his daughter to be in a career that he knew to be more promising. He never wanted his daughter to be a gospel musician. This was a great challenge for Sinach, as her father wanted her to be in a career that had better monetary benefits. However, Sinach was so determined and trusted the mentorship and leadership of God's servant, Pastor Christ Oyakhilome. She, however, made her father understand that she would make him proud eventually, and immediately suspended the plans to travel overseas. Soon enough, she became a senior worship leader of the Christ Embassy Choir at the headquarters and internationally. Then greatness began to unfold for her.
My pastor, I travel with him all the time, so that gave me a lot of confidence. So he would pick me on his stage, and then that helped me a lot. It helped me build confidence. It helped me also to build a fan base.
With the guidance of Pastor Christ Oyakhilome, Sinach began writing her own music and recording her own albums. Her first album, named Chapter 1, was released in the year 2008. At the release of this musical album, it grew into an instant success. The music from this album was so unique. It came with a blend of contemporary sound in gospel music, plus her powerful voice and inspiring lyrics quickly attracted a large following. As Sinach's popularity grew, Pastor Chris continued to promote her by inviting her to perform at Christ Embassy events around the world. At every stage you see Pastor Christ Oyakhilome, he would always have Sinach sing and minister before he comes up to preach, and she testified of how this helped increase her overall career confidence. After her first album, she has gone on to release over 8 other albums and has remained one of the most consistent voices in the gospel music industry. In the year 2016, she received an award as the best songwriter of the decade, recognizing her impact in the gospel music industry for 10 years straight. She has also won several other awards for her music, including the African Achievers Award for Global Excellence in Music. She has also won the Western Gospel African Artist of the Year award and has been listed by Y Ninja alongside Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and many other great icons as one of the top 100 influential Christians in Nigeria. In 2019, she became the first African gospel artist to tour India, performing in several cities to a sold-out audience. Also in March, in that same year 2019, the video of Waymaker ranked amongst the top Nigerian music videos to hit over 100 million views on YouTube. That same song made her become the first African artist to top the Billboard's Christian Songwriter chart. The song Waymaker really brought Sinach into greater heights in ministry. It has been performed by great global gospel artists including Michael W. Smith, Leland, Bethel Music, Darlene Zech, and many others. As a songwriter, Sinach has written over 200 songs and has headlined concerts in over 50 countries around the world. Outside music, Sinach is really enjoying a happy, fruitful married life. She got married to a pastor in Christ Embassy and together they have a wonderful child. Sinach credits most of her success to Pastor Chris, who believed in her talent and encouraged her to pursue her dreams. All praise to God. With the guidance and support of Pastor Chris, she was able to become the superstar she is today. At an interview, Sinach was asked if she had left Pastor Chris and why many seem to carry this rumor around. Listen to what she said.
You know, a place of service is a place of preparation. And so if God, this is how it works. If God gives you this little bit to work with and you are faithful, the Bible says he prunes you to bear more fruits and you bear more. And that's what he does. And that's what it is. If God puts you in a local church that has 5 people there and you are just so faithful in serving and humble and serving and fulfilled, he'll bring more to you. And as you serve, he'll bring more. He keeps increasing you. And that's what happened to me. And I tell the story everywhere I go to that. I am so glad. I'm still serving my church, by the way. And I've seen God multiply and multiply, and he keeps multiplying.